All right, deep divers, buckle up, because today we are diving headfirst into the world of GRC.
Ooh, GRC.
I know, right? Governance, risk, and compliance.
3 of my favorite things.
Now, if you're out there thinking,
Wait, compliance?
I'm
It does not sound like the most thrilling topic.
Right.
But stick with us,
please,
because we are going to uncover some seriously exciting career paths
yes,
that exist within this field, and it is a booming field.
it's only growing.
That's right.
Ah,
So this deep dive is all about how aligning your passions
okay.
with the right certifications can unlock some really incredible opportunities for you.
I like that word unlock.
Yes, it's like,
'Cause this is like a key, right?
it is a key to success.
Yeah, you're not just ticking boxes.
Right.
I mean,
Yes.
GRC is really about,
Yeah,
the heart of it is making sure organizations act responsibly,
right.
ethically.
Yes.
Especially when it comes to like data security, financial reporting.
Yeah.
Yes, all very important things.
Big stuff.
Yeah, and even environmental sustainability.
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
Mhm.
So it really does touch every aspect of an organization.
It does.
And what I think is so cool about this is the sources that we read for this episode, they really paint this picture of GRC
Okay.
as a choose-your-own-adventure story.
I like that. Yeah.
Right.
There's so many different ways you can go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we're going to break down
All right.
5 specific niches within GRC
Okay, let's do it.
to help you, the listener, figure out which path
Oh, cool.
might be the perfect fit.
The perfect fit. Love it.
Yes.
Cinderella.
Yes, exactly.
The glass slipper.
So, it's interesting you say that because what I found really fascinating
Okay.
is that a lot of people,
Uh-huh.
they kind of stumble into GRC
Yeah.
without realizing how diverse it is.
Right, right.
You could be a cybersecurity whiz,
You could.
a privacy champion,
That's right.
a financial detective.
Ooh, I
Yeah.
like that one.
All right, the possibilities are pretty vast.
Yeah.
So let's unpack these niches, shall we?
Let's go.
All right, so first up we have payment card industry compliance.
Okay, PCI.
PCI now. I mean,
Familiar one.
yeah, who doesn't use a credit card these days?
I know, right?
I mean, this niche has to be
Buzzing.
buzzing with activity, right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Think about it. I mean,
Yeah.
all those online transactions happening every second.
Every second. I know.
It's mind-blowing.
I know, it's crazy. And so payment card industry compliance
Mm-hmm.
is all about making sure that those transactions
Yeah.
are secure.
They've got to be secure.
They do.
Otherwise,
Chaos.
oh, total chaos.
So this is where certifications,
Right.
the PCI professional,
Right, PCIP.
oh, PCIP
Yes.
come in.
Uh-huh.
Now it's considered kind of the foundational certification
Right, the basis.
for this field. Yeah, for understanding data security standards.
Got to have that.
Absolutely.
Uh.
But there's another certification here that caught my eye.
Okay, tell me.
I had never even heard of this.
Uh-huh.
Qualified Security Assessor?
Yeah.
Or QSA?
Oh, wow.
QSA, that sounds
That sounds intense.
intense, right?
Yeah.
What kind of person thrives in that role?
I would say QSAs are like the elite detectives of the payment card world.
Wow.
They're the ones actually going into organizations and
Oh.
auditing them for compliance,
Wonderful.
making sure that companies are protecting your credit card data.
Wow, so they're really like on the front lines.
Yeah, they're in the trenches for sure.
Yeah.
So they have to be detail-oriented,
Uh-huh.
have a deep understanding of security protocols,
Right.
and honestly, I think a little bit of a knack for investigation.
Yeah, it's like a little bit of like a
Yeah, like a little Sherlock Holmes in them.
little sure.
Bit.
That's exactly.
Yeah.
So it's not just about knowing the rules.
Right.
It's also about having the skills to put them into practice.
You got to apply it.
You do.
That's what makes a QSA so valuable.
I can see that. And what kind of job titles would you typically see in this niche?
You would often see titles like PCI compliance analyst, security auditor,
Uh-huh.
or even payment security specialist.
Okay, so very specific to payments.
Very payment focused.
Yeah.
And, a lot of people start out
Okay.
in general IT audit roles,
Okay.
and then they kind of specialize in PCI as they gain experience.
Interesting. So it's like a stepping stone
Yeah, exactly like a stepping stone.
to an even more specialized area.
You got it.
I like that.
Okay.
On to our next niche,
Okay.
IT audit and assurance.
IT audit and assurance.
Now, this sounds
It does.
pretty similar to payment card industry compliance.
Yeah, there's some overlap.
But what makes it unique?
It's similar in the sense that it involves a lot of auditing,
Okay.
But IT Audit and Assurance has a broader scope.
Okay.
It's about ensuring the overall integrity and security of all information systems within an organization, not just those related to payments.
So we're talking about everything.
Everything.
From financial data to customer information.
That's right.
Right. And a key certification here is the CISA.
Yes, CISA.
Certified Information Systems Auditor.
One of the big ones.
Big one, right?
Yeah, this is considered like the gold standard globally.
Okay.
Because it's so comprehensive and rigorous.
So it's not for the...
Not for the faint of heart.
Faint of heart.
No.
That's right.
It's a tough one.
You've really got to know your stuff.
You got to know your stuff, yeah.
So think of it kind of like the driver's license.
Oh, I like that.
Of the IT audit world.
Yeah, okay.
Right? It proves that you have the fundamental knowledge to navigate that landscape.
Yes, exactly. You're road ready.
You're road ready.
Road ready for IT audit.
Exactly. And I see a few other certifications mentioned here, like ISO 27001 lead auditor.
Oh, yes.
What's that all about?
So ISO 27001 is a specific international standard for information security management systems.
Got it.
So if you have the certification, you are qualified to audit organizations against that standard.
Okay.
It's highly sought after.
Okay.
Especially for those working with global companies.
I bet, yeah, because it's an international standard.
Exactly.
So in this niche, we're talking about roles like IT auditor, obviously.
Of course.
But also compliance auditor or information security analyst.
That's right.
Seems like there's a lot of overlap.
Yeah, there is some overlap.
Well, the previous niche.
For sure.
Especially early in your career, I imagine.
Yeah, especially early on. But as you gain experience and specialize in certain certifications, you can really carve out your own path.
Okay, so again, you kind of pick and choose.
You pick and choose exactly. And you go down the rabbit hole that you want.
Our third niche.
Right. Number 3.
Is risk management.
Risk management.
This one seems pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
But what makes it unique?
Okay, so risk management in GRC is all about thinking ahead. Proactively identifying potential threats to an organization. And figuring out how to mitigate them.
So it's not just about reacting to problems, it's about preventing them.
Prevention is key. You got it.
It's almost like being a fortune teller.
I love that.
But for businesses.
Oh, that's good.
You're predicting the future.
You are, yeah. And one of the key certifications in this field is the 𝐜𝐴.
The 𝐜𝐴, certified in Risk and Information Systems Control.
Wow, that's a mouthful.
It is.
But 𝐜𝐴 professionals are highly skilled.
They are.
At assessing risk developing control strategies and communicating those risks to management.
That's a big one.
That communication piece seems so important.
It is.
Like you could be the most brilliant risk analyst in the world. But if you can't explain your findings in a clear and concise way, no one's going to listen.
You won't be very effective.
You got to get the message across.
You do.
Absolutely.
And you'll also find certifications tailored to specific risk management frameworks. Which are often used in government or defense.
Yes. Very specialized.
Very specialized, right? So job titles in this niche would likely include risk analyst,
of course,
risk manager, or even compliance officer.
That's right. They're the strategists.
They are.
They're the ones helping organizations navigate uncertainty and make informed decisions.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to cybersecurity governance.
Cybersecurity governance.
This one's
a hot topic.
Especially relevant these days.
Oh, for sure.
With all the headlines about data breaches.
All over the news.
And cyber attacks.
Yeah.
It's a little scary out there.
It is a little scary.
Yeah.
It definitely is.
So cybersecurity governance focuses on establishing policies and strategies.
Yes.
To protect an organization's data and systems.
You got it.
So it's about setting the rules of the road.
I like that.
For cybersecurity.
Rules of the road.
And making sure everyone follows them.
Yep. Got to stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane?
Yeah.
All right. And I bet the CISSP, Certified Information Systems Security Professional, is a big one in this niche.
Big one.
I feel like I hear about that certification everywhere.
It is like the cornerstone certification for cybersecurity professionals. It covers a broad range of topics, from risk management to security architecture. And then you have certifications like the ISO 27001 lead implementer, which, as we mentioned earlier, focuses on implementing those specific security standards.
Okay, so someone with the CISSP might be the one setting the cybersecurity strategy.
Okay.
While someone with the ISO 27001 lead implementer certification would be putting those plans into action.
Exactly. They're the doers.
They're the doers.
But they're getting it done.
Implementers.
The implementers love it.
And in terms of job titles,
we're
talking about cybersecurity manager, governance risk and compliance consultant, or even
the big one.
Chief Information Security Officer.
CISO.
CISO.
That's the goal for a lot of people.
For those at the very top.
At the very top.
Oh, that's a long way from compliance sounding boring.
I know, right?
Right.
We knew.
Okay. Our final niche is privacy and data protection.
Privacy and data protection.
This one has to be exploding.
Oh, it is.
With all the new
the regulations.
Data privacy regulations.
Popping up all over the place.
Globally.
Right.
Left and right.
Left and right.
Yeah. It's a busy field.
It's a busy field.
Absolutely.
So privacy and data protection is all about ensuring that organizations handle personal data responsibly.
Responsibly? Ethically, very important.
Very important.
Yeah. And the key certification here is the CIPP.
Yes, CIPP.
Certified Information Privacy Professional.
That's a good one.
Right. It dives deep.
Big dive.
Into privacy laws and regulations.
All of those laws.
Like GDPR and CCPA.
The alphabet soup of privacy.
Oh, my goodness, yes.
It is.
The acronyms.
Yeah.
So if someone wants to be an expert in the legal side of data privacy, this is the way to go.
That's the path for you.
The CIPP.
The CIPP.
And then there's the CIPM.
Oh, yes, CIP.
Certified Information Privacy Manager.
That's right.
And that one's more about...
So this one is about putting those privacy programs into practice. Within an organization.
So it's one thing to know the rules.
Right.
It's another to actually implement them.
You got to get your hands dirty.
You do. You got to get in there.
Yeah, exactly.
And the job titles you'd encounter here include privacy officer, data protection officer, and compliance specialist.
That's right.
Wow. We've covered a lot of ground today.
We have.
But as our sources emphasized, certifications are just one piece of the puzzle.
They are.
They're tools, not guarantees.
Exactly. They're not a magic bullet.
Not a magic bullet.
No. You got to put in the work.
What matters most is how you apply the knowledge and skills you gain from those certifications.
That's right.
A certification can open doors.
It can.
But your experience, your problem-solving skills, and communication abilities,
big one,
are what will really set you apart.
They're what make you stand out from the crowd.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, that reminds me of a friend of mine.
Oh, yeah.
Who was trying to break into the GRC world.
Okay.
And they had a few certifications. But what really landed them their dream job was their ability to explain complex regulations in a way that anyone could understand.
So it was their communication skills.
It was their communication skill.
That made them shine.
That made them stand out.
It's so true.
It's so true.
You can have all the technical knowledge in the world.
You can be a walking encyclopedia.
Yeah.
But if you can't communicate effectively with stakeholders, your impact will be limited.
You're not going to get very far.
Not very far.
So the big takeaway here is to find the niche that aligns with your passion and then build a strategy that combines certifications with real-world experience and strong communication skills.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
So now that you've gotten a taste of the GRC world.
Hopefully a delicious taste.
A delicious taste, yes.
Yeah.
What area sparked your curiosity? What could be your first step?
Where do you want to go?
On this path.
Yeah.
The possibilities really are.
They are endless.
Endless.
Yeah. The GRC world is your oyster.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
The world is your oyster.
That's right.
Well, thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive.
Yeah, this was fun.
Into the world of GRC. I always love a good GRC deep dive.
Until next time, deep jivers.
Observe,
keep exploring.